What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and special snowflakes and I'm Dan, and unfortunately, due to my computer acting up like a little bitch, I am forced to record off my phone. Although it does give a little bit more personal feel to it. Anyway, I want to talk about a little thing that came up recently that kind of made me think. Now, recently, Sargon did a video, Sargon akkad, on his other channel called Thinkery, released a video where he shows that about Alex Jones. I know, crazy Alex Jones, somehow coherently explaining the plot of the Star Wars prequels. And I'm like, well, that makes sense. I mean, the whole thing's about a conspiracy theory, and who better than Alex Jones to explain it? But what Sargon went into is he explained that it did a really good job at showing, at least wait, Alex Jones explained it, which again, I can't believe I'm saying that how victims, people can use a victim narrative to gain power. He explained that Palpatine used his victims, Naboo's being attacked, and he used that as a mean to get support and even become chancellor, and then he created a fake attack. He started the Clone Wars, which basically gave him more power, and then he got rid of those who were dissenting. Now, as I said, I want to run with this because it's actually kind of a cool idea, and I thought it would be. Sargon even pointed out that it would actually apply to, I think personally, to the identitarian kind of political war and free speech that's been going on the web. So here's how I want to go about it. And I'm going to kind of analyze, again, starting from the prequels, and I'm going to include the original trilogy because there's a lot of good analogy, at least from, that to perhaps, I don't know, maybe Empire Strikes Back. So I think using analogy, this kind of all started by our Phantom Menace was back in kind of started back in the atheism movement when it was really big, and you had people trying to, you had the whole if you, oh, you're attacking us because of this, basically people creating or faking that people attacking. A lot of these people are like, hey, you're attacking us. So they're kind of making up, Sorry. I'm kind of tired. I've been up for 17 hours, if you couldn't tell. Yay! But, what was I... Oh, yeah. So, the big thing that I see that being parallels are the concept that back in the day when people started, kind of like how you had the Trade Federation and become part of the separatists in the prequels. We had a lot of people kind of going, I don't like what's going on in atheism plus or all this stuff because it feels corrupt. It feels like stagnated, much like the separatists saying about the Senate. So you had people saying, well, we're retreating while you did have, while we were made to look like the bad guy, and they're like, oh, we're gonna come, get rid of these people, and for the most part, they were kind of sort of fringe. Then eventually, what happened is the when you had the Gamergate happen, basically that's how a lot of us kind of got pushed, not necessarily underground, because I wasn't into things. My channel's not been around since the Gamergate, but a lot of the big voices were kind of looked at. Oh, you're crazy. So they're kind of much the way the Jedi's were kind of defeated, and the surviving ones were meant to go underground. But what's happened is this allows me to go to the main trilogy is really where it gets good. This is where it's more contemporary, where you get it. So just like how in in the main trilogy, or even slightly before that. They explained that a lot of senators, a lot of people who maybe supported these people, were realizing, fuck, this shit. They see behind the veneer, behind the gilding, going, this is a corrupt system. This is wrong. And there are those who get out and are literally like, fuck this shit. I'm not a misogynist, I'm not a racist, fuck you. And they on the run, kind of like how Mon Mothma, the redhead lady from Return of the Jedi, and she's in Rogue One, is like, yeah, this shit's corrupt, I'm gonna go stick up on it. Kind of like how PewDiePie or some academics like Godsod or even Jordan Peterson said, no, fuck this, we're gonna get up and... Now what's interesting is just like, because of that, because they get some kind of paranoid, oh shit, people are getting it. Anybody who steps the line, they immediately stomp on. Just like the Empire would wipe them out or put them in a prison. So in this case, we have celebrities, kind of like how Katy Perry came and said, yeah, this, or you had Kit Harington say, yeah, men can be victims of sexism, and they get stomped on. It's because, just like in Star Wars, it's like in Star Wars, they'd be like saying, yeah, it's not, the Empire isn't super great, because look, they're enslaving Wookiees, they're putting non-humans or things that are not near human into like really bad servitude. And there's things like corruption, so it works really well. And now what happens are these people are told, like, are usually like, they're kind of disappear, or they're, oh look, you're joining the rebels. And just, again, on to another, this will be kind of cool, you'll enjoy this, on those of us who are like for free speech, just like how we kind of showed in the Rogue One, how you have a kind of a main, I wouldn't say, we're not a centralist, but we're kind of more main, like, yeah, these are kind of, we have certain principles, we're not going to be assholes, we'll be assholes, but we're not going to be, we have principles. Then you have the very far crazy ones who are like, yeah, we're like them, and they do like the alt-right or the really extreme MRA, like on the very like extreme, not normal MRA, but the extreme, like MGTOW, like the extreme MGTOWs, who are like Saw Gerrera's troops from they're willing to do stuff beyond what's normal, like hell, like turning against us. They have no qualms of going against those who don't go through their very far way of doing it. Whereas we're like, hey, we just want everyone to be, they'll chill out and, be who they are. They're like, no, we must, we must secure, blah, 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 blah. Being led by, gay George McFly, because he does look like that. Okay, allegedly gay, because that could get me in trouble. So he may or may not be, gay. And there's nothing wrong with being gay. It's just sad when you think maybe the reason why he's so angry is because he just can't let out his feelings. I mean, maybe that's why he's an angry ethnostater. You know who I'm talking about. But here, again, going back to Star Wars, so you're having that, and what's happening is just like in Star Wars, just as you have, because I guess I hate to do the whole thing, we're the Rebel Alliance, they're the, but it is kind of, they were victims, they gained power through victimhood, and now the veneer is starting to coming off, and they're trying to stomp us out. Whether it's, they're coming at us at Hoth. They're trying to, but we're, But my question is, what's going to be our Death Star? What's going to be? I think it was. I think one of the big things that's been like at least Death Star 1 that really kind of went. Partly was VidCon, And well, it may not be our only thing. I'm curious what our Scarif is and what our Death Star is, but I think VidCon was one of those things. And I think another big thing, ironically, is um, the whole thing with Harvey Weinstein and all these. When you had not him, but but the fact that you had a lot of the self-righteous male feminists getting caught being the asshole misogynist, sex harassers that they claim us to be. It's great. It's the fact. What's been said is a empire usually doesn't fall within before it is rotted. Sorry, an empire doesn't normally fall from without. Usually rots from within. And it's happening. And I think that's what's going to happen. Is you're going to have the male feminists who are going to start rotting in a way, which kind of weakens them. Eventually, and then we're gonna have we might even have something like akin to a Death Star 2, where it's their last big hurrah. Then they become really weak, and then maybe we have like a Battle of Jakku, where we just basically like come in and wax their asses. But that would be kind of cool. But that's the Star Wars analogy. That's kind of what I got out. Victims gain power. They become, start trying to exercise people. Eventually, the people who are being oppressed by them, because we are kind of are being oppressed, being told we're bad, even though we're not, because we dare think of having great ideas. Just like in Star Wars when they got rid of the Senate, because they were too much of a hassle for the Emperor. That's what's gonna happen. And we're gonna need to try to do stuff to get rid of that. Anyway, I think I've chatted enough. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe if you would like to see more content. I will try to be doing more of these. Hopefully my computer will start working so I can do stuff like use my intro again. I had to try to reinstall the OS. I think my motherboard is finally on her last leg, so I'm going to need to upgrade my system because my computer is slightly old. Anyway, I will see you guys later. Peace out.